How's it going, guys, and welcome back to 2 Point Museum, where today we're going to be going through and getting our final museum rebuilt and upgraded. Yes, I am talking about the Space Museum. With us having 5 stars across all of my other museums, right now it is that time for us to get the final one built. So here we go. Let's get on in here and let's get into the Space Museum. Now, like all of my other ones, guys, I'm going to be going through and we're going to be tearing down the entire museum and doing a complete overhaul and rebuild. What this is going to entail is my normal going through and setting up an entire space with 4 gift shops and all of that. But it shouldn't take us too long because the Space Museum is already not that big. So let's go through and let's exit out of that. We're going to take a quick pause here and we're going to look to see if we can buy any other areas. I can't buy that one. I can purchase this one, which I am going to end up doing. And let's unpause and allow that to apparently let the trees get us shaken. And we are going to erect an entire another platform for us to use. So there we are. Okay, so now I can build my museum across this entire spot, and then I can put the staff stuff back there, which I'm definitely going to do first things first by putting down a helicopter there and a helicopter that's going to be right there. There we are. All right, so now it is time for us to go here, and we are going to click on this building, seeming how it is all one building. And we are going to do it. We are going to press the delete button on this, and we are going to sell this entire building for $394,000, sacrificing around $6,000 in donations. And then we are going to do that. Boom, taken care of. There goes the entire museum. Now, like I normally do, guys, we're going to immediately start this off with coming down here and grabbing a building. I'm going to go with a spot that's going to go like this. We're going to say 6 across. Then we're going to come back and go up a little bit like that. We'll have plenty of room for our entrance. I'm going to add a little bit of side passage on both of these sides like this. Then another line that's going to go right there. I'm going to put down the main entrance. Ooh, it doesn't let me put that there. Oh, well, then I guess we'll just have to scoot the whole thing back one now, won't we? There we go. Put that guy in like that. And now we need to start getting some actual building going. I'm going to go out. I'm going to push this out about like that far maybe. And then we're going to expand out the sides. Okay. And I think that this is a decent spot. So then we're going to come, once we have exits that are going to come out on each side. So I'm going to go like that. And then we're going to build some rooms over here. Here we go. So we're going to build off about something like this. I think that this is going to be a great spot. It's decent size enough for us to put the majority of our space stuff in there, all of our space anomalies. Coming off of this side over here, we're going to put probably our cheesy gubbins stuff. So we'll put that there and we'll come back a little bit, giving them a little bit more room. And then over here, we can start with a couple of other things as well, getting some stuff built, maybe for some of the Martian things. And then I'm going to do another small room and we're going to come off like this down there. So right now I have a large gift shop that's going to be in here. And then let's do this. I'm going to come and bring an attachment that's going to come off over here like this. This is going to be a bathroom. So I'll put a big bathroom over there. And then I'm going to take a smaller attachment that's going to come off right here. And this is going to be my cafeteria. All right, so that's a fairly good sized room. That cost me $39,000 to get that built. We're going to put that guy in. This already looks really, really good. But what I would like to do really quick is I'm going to grab some of our walls here. And I'm going to go for this high-tech gray. And I'm going to put that across this entire area here, if I can. So let's see. High-tech gray, where'd you go? This one? There it goes. All right, so that's that entire wall put in. I think that that looks good. I don't need any different floors for now, so I think that we're all right there. I'm going to come over here, and we're going to grab 2 of our awesome little ticket booths that we have and put one on each side. I'm then going to grab some wall. and draw a wall like that. And then do the same over here, like that. We're going to grab some staff entrances like that. And then we are going to do something that looks a little bit like this. We're going to grab some more wall. And I'm going to come over, out, over, out, over. And then through this entrance that's right here, this is where we are finally going to put that security doorway right there, allowing the customers to come in. That looks great. Then I'm going to come over here and grab myself a gift shop. And I'm going to put a big old gift shop right here. I'm going to fill that area there like that. That looks great. We're going to go gift shop entrance there, gift shop entrance there, gift shop exit, gift shop exit, gift shop exit. All right, with all of that down, we're going to need a couple of checkout counters. I think I'm going to go for 3 in this spot. 1, 2, and then 3. That looks great. Along this wall over here, I'm feeling some posters. Let's go for the space posters that are going to go right there. Then let's do a science poster, and we'll put that guy right there. I have this open space back here, so maybe I can fit in. Let's do a general bookcase right there. And then I'm going to go for a space bookcase. That's going to go right there. Then on this side, I'm going to take some space onesies. And I'm feeling one right there. And then if I can grab some, let's say some science onesies, and put that down next to it like that. Over on this side, I'm going to feel like a science plushie stand, then maybe a space plushie stand. And let's see. What else? Toys. Oh yes, toys. Put in a couple of toy stands. Grab a couple of these guys. I'm just going to put down some trinkets right there. I'm feeling some more plushies. You know what? Let's go for a botany plushie stand. And then I'm going to go for a prehistory botany or prehistory onesie stand right there. And then maybe a botany poster stand right there. And we'll finish out with a couple more trinket stands that are going to be in this area right over here, like that, giving people plenty of room for them to line up for those checkout counters. This is a massive, massive gift shop, but I think that looks great. All right, so with that all set up, I think I might need to expand the space a little bit more to get all my space anomalies in here. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that right off the bat. I'm going to expand the space a little bit more. I'm going to make sure that my walls are painted because I'm not going to allow any bad walls. In fact, you know what? Let's pause for that for just a second. Let's pause for that. I'm actually going to build this guy a little bit more out this way. I'm going to take away a little bit of that. And I'm going to add a wee bit more. Good. Then I'm going to come in here, building-wise, grab myself my cafeteria, and build that guy over here. Put a doorway there, a food checkout counter back there, and then I'm going to just cover with some different items along this wall, and we're going to do some more benches that are going to come like this. Just lots of great places for people to sit down and get some food. I'm going to do more on this side. That looks good. I need to get another doorway that's going to go right there. And then we're going to do some single tables that are going to go right here. And then maybe one that goes, you know what? One single table looks okay. Maybe I could put another one there. That looks a little too crowded. I'm not about that. Okay, there we go. Quickly click on this guy and adjust this to be, let's do the atomic paste. Instead, I like the dough cake and then jumping jelly, or I could do milkshake bowl. And I'm kind of after a milkshake bowl, if I'm being honest with you. Okay, so that all looks great. We have that down. I need a decent sized bathroom to come on this side. So we're going to put a nice bathroom right there. And let's put a doorway right there to the bathroom. And then I'm going to do this a little bit differently than what I would normally do for my bathrooms. I'm going to do something like that. And then I'm going to go for some sinks. And then over here, I'm going to do some drying stands. There we go. And then I need another doorway that's going to come right there. And then finally, let's do a little bit of a hand sanitizer. Some good old don't fall in the toilet because it's evil. Some wash your hands before returning to work. And then finally, don't fall in because we're not going to come and save you. All right, there we go. That's a decent sized bathroom right there. I still have some walls that I'm going to need to repaint. And we can do that in just a moment. In fact, instead of waiting a moment, let's just go ahead and get that done before we forget. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Just make sure that all of this is done. Looking good, looking great. Get that painted out, get this painted out, and that painted out. All right, very good. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to switch over this wall in here like this. I want this wall to be this nice dark color. I want it to reflect the stars because this is where my anomalies go. And then we're even going to do the floor like that as well, because I just like the way the anomalies look when they're against this layout. So I'm just going to go like that. And there we go. So that's a dark room. That's for all of our anomalies. Over here, we'll have cheesy grubbins. Over here, we'll have some stuff and some other things. Let's look at what our different things we have. So I have all of our celestial cells, and we'll set that up in here. So first things first, let's get the difficult ones out of the way. So the alien recliner, that one's got to come in here. Okay. So this guy is the bone. So that's that bone. Then I need that symbol and that symbol. Okay. So let's take a look at what we have. Close that guy back into here. We need, let's see. We need, there's so much stuff that's all mixed around. I think it's this guy. Yep. So we're going to put that guy down right in the middle of the room like that. Okay. That needs a couple of different things around it, including this dude here. I'm going to put down that guy because that looks great. Then we have the recliner. That's going to feed the half moon that this thing needs, which actually is not that, but that feeds that. This needs square and upside down triangle, which this thing produces open circle. Okay. And then let's do, well, people get thrown around a little bit over here. I'm just going to unpause and wait for some good old music. People are unable to see exhibits. Well, you know, you got to come back inside. Holy crap, people flowing through. Okay. And let me look back in here again. I need this guy. I'm going to put that down like right about there. And then I need, wrong thing again. I need this guy. And put him down right about there. Okay, we're going to pause again so that way we can get some nice music and stuff going here and get the stuff put in. Laboratory. I'm thinking this guy can go like right there. Okay. And then what else do I need in here? I'm going to need, am I missing any more of the I need this big atomic fabricator. This guy I think needs to go, because this one produces the triangle, which this guy needs. That guy doesn't. So I'm going to put that down there. I'm going to shift this guy over against that wall. This needs triangles and circles, which I can grab a circle and put that guy down in the corner. Even though that circle's not very good. This circle's actually kind of bad. We'll see if I have some better ones. This one's also kind of bad. Who needs a circle? You need a circle? Let's put this guy down over here. There we are. And then a triangle. I know that you need a triangle, so we're going to put a triangle down in this corner like this. You need a second triangle. So I'm going to go grab a second triangle. Here we are. Put that guy down right there, and that's going to make this guy activate. This one needs 2 squares, which I can definitely do. I'm going to take a square and put it down like right there. And then we're going to take a second square and put that guy down right there. So that's going to open up that fabricator, which is making me space decorations that I can put around that look really, really cool. I'm going to put that guy down over there for now. Okay. This guy has everything that it needs. This guy has everything it needs. This guy does not. It needs to be near a square, it looks like. So let's get that guy near a square. I should have another square right over here. Let's use this one. That guy down right there. I don't have any donation stands or anything in here yet. Don't worry, we're going to get there. So this guy is now activated. That guy's activated. That guy's activated. All right. Oh yeah, staff room. We'll get that built here in a moment too. In fact, I'm going to build 2 small staff rooms and I'll show you guys where. But for now, everything here is activated. Let me look to see if I'm missing any of my big stuff. It does not look like it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this guy, put this away, grab this celestial cell and put it out. Because that one's better. I'm going to look here again and see if I have any other celestial cells that are higher tier. This triangle is a higher tier. So I'm going to put that guy down right there like that. I'm going to keep looking here. And right now, this triangle here is better. So I'm going to put that guy down. In fact, I'm actually going to take this guy and put it right there like that. And I'll show you guys why in a moment. I need to grab some stuff that are going to go on the wall. Some wall info stands here for this zone. Because there's so much stuff going on that I feel like that I need some wall info stands to cover up everything that I'm advertising over here. And then I need a little bit of donation stands that are going to go in here like this. One that's going to come over here. And then one that's probably going to be over here. This one's getting those, right? Almost. Maybe what I'll do is I'll take this recliner and shift it up a little bit. Why are you? So you need a triangle still. Apparently the triangle's too far away from that guy now. And this guy needs the thing that comes from... Oh, from this. So this just needs another triangle, which I can do. Do I have any celestial cells that are triangles that are not garbage? No. No, so I'm going to take that guy and I'm going to put it down right next to this dude. That in turns that on. That in turn turns that on. All of that looks great. There's plenty of room for people to go and do donations. That is a lot of people. Okay, so that is that whole section rebuilt, giving us plenty of room to add more parts over here and making all of this as efficient as possible. We have the donation stands. The only issue is now I need to put in some decorations. So let's start off and get some decorations in here. I need my space decorations. We're going to start off with some wall buttons here. We're going to put these guys back over here if I can. There we go. Put another one there. Put another one over there. Put this guy. Let's get a life station. Because I know that some of these need a life station. So I feel like that guy there. It's the problem with having so much of this stuff so close to the wall is it's hard to fit these life stations. And let me pull this guy up a little bit. And then I could put another life station behind that guy. Like this. I'm going to get some planet decals and just put these on the ground like that. Around there. That looks great. We're going to get some bubbles. And put some bubbles down. I'm going to take another set of bubbles and put that there. I'm going to grab myself a quick space probe. And slide that guy there. Slide a space probe over here. Maybe another one back over here if I can. One that goes behind here. Let's grab ourselves a space data display. Put that guy right there. Another one over there. We're just increasing our buzz like crazy is what we're doing. A nice space balls that's going to go right there. A hologram because we need a hologram. I'm going to put that guy there and maybe another one that's going to go. Can I fit one back over here? It's kind of in the way if I do that, but maybe I should put it over here. No, maybe I'll just put it in the middle of the floor there. Although this guy is now getting blocked by this hologram. So let's get that hologram out of there. Let's put it in the middle. Now let's check. Near floating balls decoration. So I still need a little bit more stuff going. So let me grab a floating balls decoration and put that back there. All of these decoration bonuses are almost fulfilled. We'll put that guy in. Just double check. 555, 5555. Very good. Checking on bonuses. These guys need something. This guy needs something. What do you need? Near a life station. Okay. All right. So these guys want to be near a life station. I'm going to remove this guy. Because this covers all of these, right? Yeah. So I'm going to see if I can pull this guy up over here like this. Putting it right there. And then I'm going to go and grab this life station, duplicate it, and bring it over here. Because that's what those things want. So that is full buzz, full buzz, full buzz, full buzz. You are full buzz, full, except for this guy, who sadly wants to be near a life station decoration as well. So let me grab this. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to grab this, put that there, and grab this guy again, if I can, and put that guy right there. All right. Then, with all of that stuff aside, we have to find and activate the Stellar Sting. We have a bunch of stuff done there. All of that stuff is looking great. Okay. Good. Our staff still want their staff rooms. That's fine, but our anomalies are set up and ready to go. I want to go for a frog area back over here. So let's do a frog spot like this. And we're going to get another frog sarcophagus. And I'm going to put that guy right there. And if I could get a third one, I'll put it in. But for now, I'm saying a frog toad titan statue. We can put that there. Let's get a frog-born nursery. And I think I'm going to put that guy in this corner for them to go check out. I need... What else is for the frog-born? I think that that's everything for the frog-born that I have right now. Because this is... I don't think that this is frog-born. I think that this is for the other dudes. Let me put this guy down. I think that this is for Space Gibbon. Yep, so that's Space Gibbon stuff. That's what's going to be over here. So we need the teleporter. I need the space scooter. I'm feeling like that should go over here. I need the bed. We're going to put that guy in that corner. What else? We have the space mower. This is actually a big one. So let me do this. Feeling that guy there. This guy can come up here. I'm going to double check. I think space scooter. That's an epic grade space scooter, where this is a pristine grade space scooter. I think I'm going to take this guy and just kind of do this. And put this guy in the middle because it's pristine. Maybe we'll do 2 of them back to back like that. Okay. And I think that that's all of my Space Gibbon stuff. It sure is. Okay. And then finally is our cheesy Gubbins stuff that's going to end up over here. Now, I'm going to finish out placing down all of these decorations today, guys, and that are all the exhibits. And then I'm going to go through and I'll decorate in between episodes. But I just wanted to tell you guys, show you guys everything we're doing to rebuild this entire spot, because I want these rooms to be decorated a certain way. I want there to be enough room for all this stuff, them all to be decorated and all of that. Okay, let's get these in. I need the cheese refinery. Seeing all the bathroom doors right there. We can put the cheese refinery right there. I need the cheese wheeler. And I'm feeling like I could put that in that corner. I'm feeling like this slug can go next to him. And I'm going to just pull this out ever so slightly. Like this, and just rotate it so that way it goes there, because that looks great. Slug and wheeler. I'm going to need a cheese trimmer. And I think that putting that down maybe in this corner over here. Maybe not right by the bathroom, because that's like a bunch of cheese that they would eat. So let me put that guy. We'll just put him down over here like this. That looks great. And then what else do I have for the cheesy Gubbins dudes? That's it. All right. Perfect. So, last thing I'm going to do, see, I still have some space artifacts, but we'll get that done here in a minute. I think that I'm going to put those like in an extension off of here. I'm going to move this guy smack in the middle of the room like that. I'm going to grab a donation stand, and one there will fit everybody. One here will fit everybody. One here will fit everybody. That looks great. All of those have their donation stands. I'm going to go for some wall displays. Let's see. Like this guy put right there, and then this guy put over here. That way I could put a doorway out going that way. These guys, I'm feeling a info stand. You know what? Let's actually do some standing info stands for these ones. I'm thinking like right there. And then I can do some small ones that are like right there. And then maybe one that goes like right there. And then over here for these guys, I'm going to get one of these round ones and put that in that corner. And then maybe a see-through one that goes like right about there. Okay. That's all looking really good. We have our info stands in. I still need some info. I got one info stand over there. Donations and all of that is great. Honestly, I need to put in a couple other things like a map stand and stuff like that. But I think I'm going to do that in between, because now I have this whole extra space back here. And that is where, my friends, we are going to start going through and getting some of these other things put in. I know I have a lot of celestial cells that I don't really need right now, but I'm going to hold on to them for a wee bit longer. And maybe even put this guy in just so I have an extra square in here. That has, you know, there we go. We'll put that guy in. It needs to be near a space button display. I will put that quick decoration in there. Seeing how these are the coolest decorations, of course. We'll put that dude in right there. And that gives all of this stuff some great knowledge. There's plenty of spaces for people to go to the bathroom. Maybe I'll build a small bathroom over here. Not sure, but there is some other things that I need to do before we round out this episode. And no, it is not going through and figuring out decorations. What I am going to do really quick is I'm going to go build, and I'm going to build like, no. Stop. No. Okay. No. Stop building that there. Don't do that. Let me just escape. I don't want that to be built. All right. I was going to try to put staff rooms over here, but if I look, a staff room needs to be 3x2. Actually, it would fit. So let's do this. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to edit. because there's nothing on the wall over here yet. And that was the problem, is I'm going to put a really, really small staff room over here. So I'm going to build this out like that. Yes. You, staff room, build. Door that's going to go right here for them to get into the staff room. And actually, this isn't a very big staff room, but it's also not a small staff room either. So plenty of room for people to sit. In fact, you know what? Let's give them a space with a little bit of a TV and an arcade and all of that. Because you know what? Sometimes you just want a little video gameage. We'll put the coffee behind there. We'll put the food next to the coffee like this. They can still get back there. They can still get into the life box. I'm feeling some water right by the door in case they need it. Another little sitting area back here, maybe. Something like this. Let's get a nice carpet or rug. Let's get a big one. We'll go with the purple. Put that guy down. That looks good. We'll put down some of these guys. Small bone belt map. Where's the small ones? Do I need those? Oh, that looks good in there. I want that. And then I'm feeling a 2.C mega map. Put that guy down. And I think that that's good. That's a big old staff room. Lots of places for them to relax in there. Get their relaxation on. That looks great. All of that looks good. We have places for them to get in there. Nobody can really go and break into the museum in any other way. And I think that this is great. All right. So what have we done? We've pretty much rebuilt the entirety of our museum. We are missing benches. We are missing bins. We are missing decorations. And all of that will be done in between episodes. We have some stuff that still needs to be done, but that is okay. I need to expand my museum so that way I can start getting some other types of exhibits in here. For instance, I want to be able to buy this land over here. In order to do that, I have to have exhibits from 4 different themes. And right now I have a whole whopping 1. If I want to come over here, I have to have 10 different marketing campaigns completed and turn a monthly profit of over $4,000. Right now we lost $14,000 because we were going through and paying for all of our staff without having anything for guests to come make donations, buy stuff, and all of that. I also need to go through and I need to set up tours, and I haven't done that yet. But all of that will be completed before the next episode, where we start going through and going back out on all of our expeditions, where we start doing things like marketing campaigns, getting new exhibits, and completing this awesome science museum. So thank you all so much for watching the Space Museum. I hope you liked it. If you did, hit that like button. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below. And if you haven't already, subscribe today. And as always, I'll see all of you guys in the next one.